Man, listen, I understand you want to make money. I understand money is the motive. But I'm here to tell you, when you only doing something to make money, it's hard to stick with it over a long period of time. It's easier to stick with something for a long time when you have a bigger purpose for doing it. So for example, let's say you want to start a YouTube channel and you don't really know what you want to start a channel about, but you know that making videos about making money make a lot of money. So you decide to make a channel just teaching people how to make money online. And you think it's going to be easy. You think you're going to make a lot of money doing it. But the problem is, what you don't realize is you eventually going to hit a wall. And once you hit that wall, what you're going to see is that it ain't that easy to just start doing that and start making money. Because you got people that's been making these videos for 5+ years. They know what they talking about. They getting a whole bunch of views. Anytime somebody search something on that topic, it go to their channel. They name pop up, and you ain't really getting no views because you competing with these people that been doing this at a high level for a long time. So now all of a sudden you realize, okay, it ain't gonna be that easy to just start this YouTube channel and just start making money. Now, some people, they might do that, but for most people, that just ain't finna happen. And so now what? You see what I'm saying? At that point, you got a decision to make. Is you gonna stick with this long enough to learn everything you need to learn and get better at it and grow over time? Or is you just gonna quit? Now, most people, they just end up saying fuck it, and they just quit because the only reason they was doing it was to make money. They not making the money. They see that it's gonna be hard to make the money, and they don't care about it enough to stick with it long enough to make no real money. And if that's what you doing, then I'm here to tell you that's where you fucking up. Because when you don't really care about something and you just doing it for the money or the money that you think you're gonna get, it show up in your energy. Right? But when it's the other way around and you do got a bigger purpose for what you're doing, that show up in your energy too. And that's when people really start to get behind you and support you. So the real question is, how can you find your bigger purpose? And the simple answer is this. Deep down, you probably already know what your purpose is. Now, with that being said, you might not have 100% full answer, but you got some type of idea of the direction that you need to go in. And so the very simple answer is whatever you think your purpose might be, you need to just go ahead and go in that direction. And at the end of the day, your ultimate purpose might not really even be that thing that you think it is right now. You might be doing that and then you realize, okay, nah, I want to go this way. But at the end of the day, if you don't never get started in that first direction, then you're not going to make that discovery that you need to make. So at the end of the day, the most important thing is that you just got to go. You just got to get moving and get moving in that right direction of what you think your real purpose is. Not what you think that's just going to make you the most money, but what you think you really meant to do, and just start being a person that's moving in alignment with what that ultimate purpose is. So it really come down to 3 questions, right? The first one is, what do you think you need to achieve in the world? Meaning, what kind of problem is it in the world that you really care about or that you really feel like you could just naturally contribute to and help people out with? You see what I'm saying? The second one is, what have you always been good at? You see what I'm saying? So it might be that you just real good at making people laugh, or it might be that people always come to you for advice and you always able to help people with certain things, or you might have always been good at shit, saving money, sales, whatever it is. It's something that you really, really good at, and it don't seem like a big deal to you, but other people think it is. And so that's, you know what I'm saying, that's a clue that take you in a direction of what your purpose is. Maybe whatever you're supposed to be doing, it got something to do with that. And then the third question is, what kind of things would you like to do day in and day out, even if it took a long time for the money to come in? So like I said, for example, like you might not like having a YouTube channel teaching people how to make money online. You might like the idea of the money that you will make from doing that, but the actual process of, first of all, knowing all these different ways to making money online. Second of all, getting some type of experience with it, because how you gonna teach people you don't know, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're doing. You can just regurgitate what other people saying, but at that point, they could just go to the people that got the actual experience. So you got to actually do this shit to learn how to even teach it to other people. You see what I'm saying? You might not really want to do all that, but it could be something else that you just love doing. You just might love drawing, and you'll fucking draw all day. You see what I'm saying? Then your shit, your purpose could be something that got to do with art and inspiring people through art, or fucking drawing for people books or whatever the case may be. You see what I'm saying? So you got to find out, like, what is it that you would just want to do all day for fun? Like me, I like doing this shit. Now, even me, right? I had to fucking take a step back, do some thinking, like what direction do I want to go in with my YouTube channel? But ultimately, I found some shit, and it's shit like this. I could talk about this shit all day. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm making my YouTube videos about. So you got to figure out what is it that you want to do, and you got to go in that direction. And then at the end of the day, man, once you find that true purpose of what you supposed to really do in this world and how you can help other people, what you naturally good at, that's gonna make it easier to keep showing up all the time. So instead of you just doing some shit like I used to try to fucking do flipping shoes on eBay. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't fucking realize how much, work it takes to actually get hella shoes. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much shit that go into it. You got niggas using bots and shit so they can get all the shoes. Like, I ain't fucking trying to do all that, setting up bots to buy all these damn shoes. Like, it was just too much work that I wasn't fucking with. But when you got a bigger purpose, like me, for example, I feel like my purpose is to help people understand that they got the power to create their own life. That's like at the core of it, bro. I'm just trying to spread that message, spread that knowledge out into the world, and inspire people to become who they really need to be so they can live how they really want to live. You see what I'm saying? And so that make it easy for me to show up, because at the end of the day, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And shit, if I wasn't gonna if I knew for a fact I was not gonna make $1, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still do this shit because that's how much that I really care about the message that I gotta spread. You see what I'm saying? And so, like, it ain't shit if my YouTube channel ain't monetized, for example. I don't give a fuck. I could care less about that. You see what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep showing up and doing this shit. But at the same time, I also know, listen, if I keep doing this shit, yeah, the channel gonna get monetized eventually. It's inevitable. If I keep showing up, I keep helping people, it's gonna happen. But I ain't tripping off of it though, because I feel like I got, a bigger ministry to spread into the world. And so that shit, it make it easy to turn on this camera and record these videos. Now look, I ain't on no Mr. Beast shit where I'm out here fucking, doing all this fancy shit, all this fancy editing, I ain't doing all that. But that ain't, you know what I'm saying? That ain't like what I'm feeling. I'm feeling this. Turn on this camera and talk some real shit and upload that shit because somebody out there in the world needs to see that shit. See what I'm saying? So that's how you gotta be. Now your shit, your purpose might not be no inspirational shit. Your purpose might be entertain people. You see what I'm saying? You might make gaming videos. You might love to play 2K or you love to play Call of Duty and you just hella funny and shit. You make people laugh. Okay, well, your purpose could be, in that. Now you still gonna have to learn some content creation, editing and thumbnails and shit, but at the end of the day, that's just a means, to help you chase your true purpose and shit. And look, man, it's a bunch of people in the world. Y'all purpose could be anything, but at the end of the day, the main point is if you always doing shit and you quitting and you trying this and you quit and you trying that and you quit, then that's a sign that you need to take a step back, because like you probably only trying to do this shit because you seen somebody else doing it and they making money. You just trying to find an easy way to get money versus like, nah, like what do I really want to do? What am I really supposed to do? And you walk in that direction. But with that being said, man, check out this playlist, because if you like this video, then you probably will like the videos in this playlist. And other than that, man, I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.